Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Ashland Middle School for tonight's WACA-TV presentation of Ashland High School boys soccer as they host the Hopkinton Hillers. I'm Josh Abrams, joined once again by Rob Silver.
Good to be here. Good to be here. Glad the weather cleared up. Should be an exciting matchup. We got two teams at 1-1, if my homework serves correct. And they both had wins pretty easily against Norwood. Ashland boys lost a heartbreaker in their opener against Westwood with a score with just under a minute to go. But they came back strong against Norwood 7-1. We're underway. And Hopkinton had a nice 4-1 victory against Norwood as well.
I would put a little asterisk next to that Ashland loss, though, in horrible weather conditions. Rob, as you mentioned, much better tonight, although just a bit humid. We'll see how that plays into the team's conditioning as we are underway here. First minute of action. Dentino gets knocked down and draws the foul. Quick turnover here. Espino. Well, thought Carlos was going to be taking that one, but it's going to go right back to Ethan. Big left-footed kick up over midfield. Hopkinton trying to corral onto the foot of Kai Costa.
I'll defer to you on the Ashland names. You seem to have a pretty good grasp. You did a few games last year, more than I did. This Hopkinton team, wow. It was like the National Spelling Bee scripts.
There's a lot of vowels. A lot of vowels.
A lot of vowels, a lot of consonants running together.
Long names there.
Yeah.
So we'll try to keep all the names and numbers straight for you as we enjoy tonight's action again between Ashland and Hopkinton. Ashland had been mostly controlling the action here, but Hopkinton on a break.
Jack Iannelli, number 7 for Hopkinton. A little pressure cleared out.
That whistle's going to favor Ashland. Okay, quick kick over to Tyler Robinson on the near wing. Feeds it further down the line to Matt Silva. Kicked well out of bounds. And fumbled in the stands. Not a clean catch there.
You get to keep it if you catch it.
Back to the action on the field. Hopkinton comes away with it right by midfield. Up ahead there to number 9, Sam Vasington. Hopkinton flying down the far wing right now. Back to Vasington.
Looking to center it over to Misha, number 13.
Quick shot on goal, eaten up nicely there.
Who's the goaltender tonight? Doesn't look like Feenstra. Jack Green fights for the ball with Tyler Robinson. Time flies. Robinson, a junior. We remember him starting as a freshman, him and, was it Espino?
Listen, I remember both of those kids going back to Little League, you know, in their youth.
Micho.
A ball cleared out of bounds. Yeah, it was a big clear by MJ Flynn. And let's go to our expert in the bleachers, Todd Robinson. Todd, can you tell us who's in goal tonight for the Clockers?
Michael Flynn.
Michael Flynn, thank you. Todd Robinson, always a font of good information. Kicked out of bounds over the goal line. So Hopkinton get a corner kick here. Just under 37 minutes to go here in the first half, 0-0. Josh Abrams, Rob Silver with you here on WACA-TV. Glad to have you with us. Defense blocks that one aside, and now we might have a foot race here at midfield. Hopkinton able to get a foot on it first, turn it around, and then Ashland kicks it out of bounds into the Hopkinton end. So we'll have a throw in here.
Yeah, first 4 minutes. Pretty much in favor of Hopkinton. They've had the pressure on.
Yeah, most action, around, between the 40s, I think, or between the 30s.
Yes.
But Hopkinton definitely with better offensive opportunities. Quick give and go broken up there, trying to work something with Noah Ramsey.
Iannelli down the wing. That is Jack Green looking to center it.
Gets past Dentino, but not past Tyler Robinson. Going to just send it long here. As Matt Silva races down, but goaltender eats it up. Feeds it right out to the far side. Keep the action going. Kept in by Ashland. Andre Costa with it, looking for some help. Back passes all the way back onto the defense, over to Dentino now on the near wing, and that'll trickle out of bounds.
Yeah, both teams just trying to get settled here.
All right, Carlos. There we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Is that
Okay,
ball deflects off of Di Michelle?
And we have our first substitutions of the day. Well, as soon as their backs are turned, we can get some numbers, but we can see that Kai Costa is running off, as is Felipe Carvalho. So it looks like we've got Junior Castaneda and Manny Ballone into the match here. Out of bounds off Dentino, so Hopkinton ball.
How about that sharp ball boy down there? That was a great job.
Logan Abrams serving as near side ball boy tonight. Happy to have him. Fans from last year may recall he did announce a half of soccer here on WACA-TV.
Did quite the good job.
Thank you. Have to check the record books. He may be the youngest WACA sports announcer we've ever had.
I believe so.
Just turned 12 yesterday, Rob.
Excellent.
Kind of dad am I? 2 days ago. It felt like yesterday. It's been a crazy time in the Abrams household. Losing track of time. Nice step up there by the Ashland defense, forcing the turnover. A little action here in the middle of the field. Trying to feed Tyler Robinson, but blocked aside. Got a foot race here to the near side. Kept in by Robinson. Dishes off to Dentino. Good quick passes here, but Hopkinton breaks it up. Espino lines this one up. Back to Dentino. Ethan feeds to Tyler. Okay, Andre Costa passes across the field. A little trouble settling. Fed in and off a Hopkinton foot. Heading for the corner, out of bounds. That won't be a corner kick. It was on the wrong side of the flag, so it should just be a throw-in. We've got more substitutions coming. Best offensive opportunity of the night here so far for the Clockers. They'll have the ball deep in Hopkinton's end. So it looks like we may have just had a quick breather here. The original two players back on. Dentino and Robinson trying to work something here. Here's a shot in on net and eaten up by the goalie. Easy peasy. Right there, clear view there.
Let's see, we got a number on, if that's the actual number, for number 33. See if he's on that roster.
So meanwhile, Hopkinton had cleared to midfield, but controlled now by Ashland. Noah Ramsey looking for some help. Broken up momentarily by Hopkinton, but right back onto the foot of Keegan Kelly. Now we've got some action here down the far side. Noah Ramsey gets ridden off, and then the ball's kicked out of bounds by Hopkinton. So Ashland ball here on the far side throw-in. Hopkinton end. Okay,
by Sam Bassington.
Yeah, forcing the turnover.
Up the line.
He's gaining a lot of ground here, now getting deep into the Ashland end. He might be able to get a shot off, and does. Actually a pass, but no one home to pick up that one.
Good job by Green chasing that down to keep it in play for Hopkinton.
Intercepted here by Ashland, but then taken right away.
Hatherley. Nifty move, back to Green. Sends it wildly across the field.
Costa with it. Back to his defensive partner there and cleared out of trouble. Now the ball loose. I've been
trying not to say the name, but Billa Brzezelski, I believe. Will, and of course there's two of them on the team, the brothers. Will Billa Brzezelski. Sounds good to me. And brother Andrew, number 6.
I think we had a high foot or something called there on Ashland, so turnover is going to go Hopkinton's way.
I rushed over from work. I figured you'd be probably talking to the other teams, getting pronunciations, writing everything down and you weren't even here.
No, I was here.
Oh,
I was
you
here.
were.
I caught the end of the JV game. Congratulations to them, forcing a 0-0 tie over Hopkinton. Some really good end-to-end action in that one. And then I did go over and say hello to Tiago Mota, the varsity head coach for the Clockers. Always a good time having a conversation with him. I haven't seen him in almost a year, so it was good to catch up. He's really excited about this team. So they got a lot of youth, a lot of energy. He's really excited about their prospects.
These two teams split their match last year. Always a big rivalry anytime Hopkinton and Ashland get on the field together.
Any sport.
Any sport, yes, exactly.
There's a lot of back and forth right now between these two teams as Carlos tries to break something up. A lot of pressure, and down he goes. No whistle. There's Robinson. Quick. I love these quick passes. Really good opportunity there, thwarted by Hopkinton. Costa feeds it ahead to Robinson. Just a little too far, but a good idea there. So it looks like we have picked up at least one extra ball boy, courtesy of Ashland Youth Soccer. Seen a lot of good soccer so far this year, Rob. Good weekend action over there at the community center.
Oh, yeah? Is Logan?
Yep.
Is he playing?
Yeah, Logan is on the Cobras. They have a game, actually, he was laughing. They have a game against Hopkinton this Saturday. I was explaining to him that it was just a coincidence that they were playing Hopkinton the same time as the
varsity and regular. Jack Green chases it down from behind to McCann. And they look to set up. Very patient, Hopkinton.
Yeah, it's starting to look like pro soccer the way they keep passing back.
Yeah, well, it's a great way to conserve energy.
Sure.
And just
touching the ball, guys. Let's go.
Errant kick there by Hatherley. Gives the Clockers.
Okay, some more changes coming here for the Clockers. We haven't seen a Hopkinton substitution yet tonight. This is the third one for the Clockers, and looks like they are bringing in at least 5 fresh players. Well, again, we'll try and get the identity of all of them as soon as possible. I think I see Hunter Miggs here in the near side. Some good pressure there by Arthur Sousa, but Hopkinton with the ball. As Logan corrals a loose one back out of bounds. Carlos giving up a little bit in height, but making up for it with his doggedness.
Iannelli with some fancy footwork to keep it alive over to Hatherley. Good job spreading out the offense with that pass.
One thing I'm really appreciating and noticing is just how much communication is going down out there on the field. You can hear them shouting constantly. And
yeah, both squads.
Yeah.
I guess it stays with Ashland. Are these flies, mosquitoes we're being swarmed with, or the hornets that used to be up in the net?
I think we'd know if they were hornets. Gotta hope they're not mosquitoes. I didn't bring any bug spray tonight.
Have some in the car. Always on hand for the golf bag.
As Philippe got whistled, being a little over aggressive there, trying to get around that player to get to the ball, but not to be.
Nope. Big clear up. It looks almost offsides by Iannelli.
Costa tried to feed one ahead to Sousa, but again, thwarted that back line of Hopkinton. Just not much getting by.
Yeah, a little push there.
that was pretty blatant, that one. I can't quite read the number from here. I'm not sure if that's Dentino or
in any sport, when you see the arms extended, whether it's basketball, football, or soccer, they're going to call it. So this is Declan Mick.
Reps usually see the retaliation move. They don't see the initial.
McCann lines it up. Deflection. Couple Hiller's in the mix.
Ashland comes out with it. They have some numbers. Flying now across midfield down the far side.
Beautiful touch pass.
Make the pass.
Beats it head high and out of bounds. Just a little too far for Sousa, but again, the right idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, lights are on here at Walker Field as we get kind of an early dusk. No score with 25 minutes to go in the first half.
That's right. Last time I called the game, it was another little push. Ionelli tried to keep it in bounds, couldn't do so, but you couldn't have any of the going up with the heading and stuff like that.
Oh,
because
right,
of the COVID rules.
The COVID rules, right. That really was just like an entirely different kind of soccer.
Yes. Oh, that's a good job by Vasington.
And there were no corner kicks, no headers. It's a strange version of soccer. Oh, there's a break for the Clockers. Sousa with it.
Oh, and that was McCann challenging the ball.
Terrific play. Sousa stunned, but up on his feet. He gets hit by Costa with a pass. Trying to work it through, gets brushed aside. Costa looking for another opening. Clocks just seemed like just a step short, step behind on these passes.
Okay, recover, Blue.
Hopkinton drives it down all the way down, near side, over the goal line. So free kick here for the goalie, for Flynn. And
the other thing that has changed because of COVID is the crowd. Look at the attendance. Any of you soccer fans, this is the matchup, the location to come to. There's no fee. They don't charge.
That's right. Right, they don't charge for soccer.
Come out, have a good time.
Plenty of good seats available. Great crowd on hand tonight. I was a little surprised. I was expecting more of a Hopkinton contingent, but Ashland representing well here tonight.
And it's nice. Nobody's policing. They don't care if you stay up by the fence.
Yep.
Pretty good viewpoint from the stands or wherever you want to be.
So Hopkinton with the throw in.
Green to Vasington.
Here's a chance.
Gets it out front.
Flashed across the goal mouth. Out of bounds. It'll be Ashland ball. We tick down under 23 minutes to go in the first half. 0-0. You're watching Ashland High School Boys Soccer here on WACA-TV. I'm Josh Abrams. He's Rob Silver. Glad to have you with us on a humid Tuesday afternoon. Here's a turnover. See if Hopkinton can collect. Nope.
Michael Flynn feels
saw it all
cleanly.
the way. Yep. Dentino dribbling off to Costa. Make that Costa now. Matan with it. Nope. Still having trouble with those numbers, Rob. That was Philippe with it. Ashland back under control. MJ. Late reaction there for Costa. He wasn't expecting that one. Off a Hopkinton defender, but he's able to recover and send it back over midfield. Okay, Flynn calls it off. Takes control. And boots it away. Wonder if they were going to miss Skorodumov.
Skorodumov?
Yeah,
I never had a hard time pronouncing his name, but
there's certain names that I have all kinds of problems with, and that's one of them. Kept in nicely by Dentino. To Sousa. Couldn't quite clear that Hopkinton defender, but Ashland will be first on the ball here. Keyshawn takes a spill there. Back out to midfield. Ashland trying to corral. Andre to MJ. MJ sends it down the far side and out of bounds. Couldn't quite connect there. But yeah, last year's keeper David, the Tri-Valley All-Star, off to college this year. I thought the Clockers would miss him, but I think they've only given up 1 goal so far across their first 2 games. There's a Hopkinton attempt thwarted by the Ashland defense.
1 and
like
2.
Hunter Miggs.
Oh, yeah, they gave up 1 to Westwood and 1 to Norwood.
Okay.
1 to each of the Woods.
There's got to be a dad joke in there someplace.
Probably not appropriate for this level. All right. So Jack Green blocks off his defender. Hopkinton looks to reset. They get it back to Green, and McCann has to chase that errant pass down.
Like Philippe broke up an attempt there by Hopkinton, but again, ball's really just going back and forth between the 2 teams.
Yeah, no real
not establishing
high percentage scoring chances for either team yet.
Ashland so far, I believe, with just 1 shot on goal.
Oh, nice read by Ashland. Can you see that number from here?
That was 10. I've got that as Kai Costa. That one's broken up and skied into Hopkinton's zone. There's a height advantage for Hopkinton getting to the header first.
Yeah, their junior defender, that's Will Biela-Brzezelski.
Turnover on the far sideline, and we'll get some substitutions, but it will be Hopkinton ball. So just a quick WACA programming note, Rob. Tomorrow night, UNI girls volleyball versus Hopkinton at 6:30 or so here on WACA-TV. Friday night, you, I believe, have the call with Chase Abrams for the football game against Malden Catholic at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Should be exciting. I did catch the game last Friday down at Dover Sherburne. Yeah, some cobwebs, seemed like there were a lot of nerves. Definitely was not the Clocker football that we're accustomed to over the last 3-4 seasons.
Sure. Yeah, I had heard there were some mental mistakes that will hopefully get corrected, before tonight, before this Friday's game.
And according to the past results, this Malden Catholic team does not look like a powerhouse, so it'll be a good opportunity for the Clockers to kind of reset themselves.
Oh, Sousa tries to control there. Turns Balone around.
Kicks it out of bounds. Oh.
Kept in so far now.
Yep.
Just a premature out of bounds.
Yeah, it was the game, and it was the big play. What I've always talked about, the secondary.
Yep.
The 2 scoring plays of one of 48 yards, one of 32 yards, and yeah, they had a late score on a nice run when they were basically running out the clock. So
garbage time.
Yeah, a couple bad inopportune penalty calls against the Clockers as well when they started to get some momentum. So just the whole game never had any real flow to it for them.
I'm trying to figure out if you're still talking about the Ashland game last Friday or last night's Seattle-Denver game.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of the game. I did see the end of it. I had fallen asleep.
Oh, that was a stunner.
Yeah, and then I woke up for the last kick.
Mm-hmm. Now, back to the action at hand as Hopkinton boots one over midfield and out of bounds. Throw in for the Clockers. Okay, now that we're getting into dusk, anything on the far side, Rob and I are going to have some trouble reading numbers.
I do have the binoculars, so I can call them out to you as Iannelli to De Michel.
Hopkinton does work that far side quite frequently. This ball goes trickling down the Hopkinton sideline and out of bounds. That'll be a Hiller throw-in.
Yeah.
Clock ticks down, just under 16 minutes to go here in the first half. Still 0-0.
Will Biela-Brzezelski throwing it in. De Michel.
As Hopkinton breaks out here at midfield, forcing it ahead. Carlos tries to slow him down a little bit, but here we go, down the far sideline on a break. Gonna get a shot off? No, broken up nicely by the defense, still under control. Bad turnover here for Hopkinton, but then booted out of harm's way, at least momentarily, as Hopkinton just is flying right now.
Yeah, Brzezelski up from defense.
There's a nice header by Souza.
And once again, Hopkinton looks to reset.
Yeah, just like that. I mean,
pressure.
That was looking like a 10-bell opportunity in the Ashland end, but wound up getting broken up and sent all the way down. The ball sails now out over midfield. And sent back over midfield. Sousa just over his head as Hopkinton controls here on the near side.
So every announcer's nightmare. The Biela Brzezelski brothers are both on the field right now.
A long throw in by Hopkinton, broken up and then sent out of harm's way.
And that's Aditya Sathish Kumar. Seeing some action for Hopkinton.
Big block on the far side by the Clockers. See what they can do with this here. Out of bounds. Hiller ball. Good defense there by the Hillers. Quick throw in.
Good distance on that throw in.
Looks like it's Keegan Kelly. And the ball gets ridden out of bounds. Clocker ball here. Went over the goal line, so goalie kick.
So I'm looking forward to the volleyball matchup tomorrow night. Hopkinton, one of the toughest squads around.
Oh yeah.
Were they state champs last year? I think they might have been.
I believe they were.
Yeah.
I believe we were on the court. We were at the game when Hopkinton's head coach won her 300th career victory. It was some milestone, if I recall. And I think she was retiring at the end of the season. So 300, 500, some crazy number. They are, as you said, year after year, just a perennial powerhouse.
In Ashland, they, on the volleyball court, seems like they're just 1-2 players away. Somebody might step up.
Yep.
They upset them 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was a great match too.
Yeah, and they were close to doing it against Westwood, despite the 3-0 loss. So, if you're into volleyball, either come out and see it live. It's so entertaining. It's probably one of my favorite sports other than football at this point.
And I'll tell you, that match we had on TV last week, as you said, I mean, that's one of the most deceptive 3-0 sweeps you'll ever see. I mean,
both sets tied at 20 apiece, the first 2 sets, and then they came back and took it into extra innings, so to speak, 27-25 in the 3rd set. And by the way, that game ended at like 8:40. The match ended.
It started late.
By the time I got in the car, none of the pizza shops were open. I think I had to go to Domino's. I had to go to Domino's on Route 9. Yeah.
Oh, the one in Southborough?
Yeah, exactly. And I ordered the wrong pizza. It was a nightmare.
Jeez.
Well, I'm driving on, what is it, Myrtle?
Yep.
So we got a little break in the action, some substitutions, still 0-0, 12 minutes. But it's Myrtle, it's, windy road.
Right.
I'm trying to order online so it's ready when I get there.
Yeah.
And I click on what I think is a Hawaiian pizza. It says Hawaiian.
Right.
Little did I know. I think Hawaiian, pineapple.
Pineapple and ham.
Right.
Right.
This had red peppers, had bacon, had some other stuff on it.
That is not a Hawaiian.
I couldn't figure out. I'm like, why was it so expensive?
Sounds like the kitchen
And when
sink.
I get there and I look, I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? Those red, soggy peppers.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
So the whole night after the game was just a disaster. Nobody cares.
I get it. I prefer the vegetarian Hawaiian.
What is that?
No ham.
Okay.
Just the pineapple.
It's not bad. Just
It's
pineapple. I'll give you
delicious.
that. So Ashland thwarts a potential scoring attempt there.
We approach 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Still nil-nil. No, nil-nil.
Zach Boschman with some of his first action of the evening.
Matt Silva, closest defender to him.
Zach, just a sophomore.
There's a shot toward the goal. Carlos heads it away, but right onto the foot of a Hopkinton player.
Noroyan sets it back to...
Yep. They really do move the ball well, Rob.
Samaga kicks it out of bounds. Well, you know, it seems like they're really bringing up a lot of attackers. So, you know, and Clockers seem to be on their heels a little bit, playing a lot of defense. But as we saw in a couple of the breaks, you know, they're just 1-2 small passes away from really getting a good scoring opportunity. And the Clockers are so quick.
It just seems right now like it's just so hard for the Clockers to get it past that back line, the Hopkinton back line. They're playing three players back on that.
Yeah, it's almost like they have to do it immediately after Hopkinton presses and brings the guys up. But once Hopkinton falls back, they haven't been able to do anything. Set goes over the head of Bilobrzelski. Wasn't that, didn't he? President of Russia? Oh, Brezhnev.
Brezhnev, yeah. That would be different.
It would be. Wow.
I really enjoy all the different topics we hit on our broadcast, Rob. Like, that was the
I mean, think about it.
World history. That was the first time. That was great. I love it.
If we talked about soccer the whole time, nobody would ever watch a rebroadcast.
Sure.
And it's not live.
Right.
It's being recorded live, but...
I just feel like, you know, in our early broadcast, it was all English. We always, you know, we're talking about grammar and spelling and usage and things like that, but we really expanded our repertoire over the years. We've done math, we've done language, now we're doing world history, and I love it. It's a cornucopia of topics here on the WACA sports broadcasts.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
Kind of like a box of chocolates. That's right. Going pop culture now.
Right.
Here's Hopkinton forcing it up the middle.
So
but
speaking of that movie, Forrest Gump, the difference between Tom Hanks and Forrest Gump, and I couldn't watch the Elvis movie, and I'm a huge Elvis fan. I couldn't watch it. I just didn't like his character, Tom Hanks, as the Colonel? Colonel Parker.
I haven't seen it yet. I've heard good things. Not sure it needs to be over 2 hours, but...
Right. I don't know. Couldn't get into it.
Okay.
But I'll watch it.
Ashland defense preventing a corner kick there. It will be a Hopkinton throw-in as it's starting to drizzle now here at Walker Field. 0-0. We're under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Some substitutions for the Hillers. Looks like closest defender for the Clockers will be Costa. Or he's just going to come off the field. It's a long play right in on net.
Misplays that one.
Oh, it's bouncing around in the box.
That's right.
We're saying the same thing. Good body. Good standing up there. Booting it out of the way. It'll go out of bounds.
But not.
Past midfield.
Yeah.
Good clearing play.
Yeah, it was really nice.
I didn't think we were going to... I thought we had like a 60% chance of showers starting at 8 o'clock tonight. We're getting the drizzles now. Ashland throw in here. We hit the 7-minute mark of the first half. Ashland trying to make something happen here on the far side. Noah Ramsey with a shot at it, but he'll let it go out of bounds and take possession here on a throw-in. There's a long throw-in past everybody. Hopkins going to just safely kick it out of bounds.
Hopkinton has them outnumbered player-wise back there in the box, 6-2.
I think both teams are playing relatively similar alignments right now. I can see the Clockers playing with 3 men back as well on defense in the back line. There's a shot toward the net, toward the goal line. They'll just let it go out of bounds, so a goal kick here.
And over the fence.
Quick reaction by the ball boy, though.
Look at that ball boy scale
right.
the fence there.
Love the effort. Love the hustle.
Could Logan do that?
Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll see. Might get. Oh, no, he's got too much help over here.
Maybe not quite as agile as that young man, but he could clear that fence. Speaking of agile, Rob, you may want to just be careful out on the roads as Chase just got his driving permit.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I saw you soliciting people to drive with.
That was Gabby. That was Gabby. She signs her posts with a G. That's right, on Facebook.
That's a good thing to sign it with when your name's Gabby.
Well, what we found is, she doesn't have her own account, and there are specific reasons for that. So she stalks on mine, and she'll post at will on mine. And so it's throwing off some of my friends because...
Speaking of Will, that was Will Will B.
Well, Michael Flynn was able to come up big there, but kind of muffed the clearing kick. So Hopkinton forces a turnover here. We'll get back to that anecdote shortly.
Samaga,
Bailey Fong with it there.
Some pressure.
Yeah, Bailey Fong for the Clockers. A little break up now, feeding the ball to the far side, read by Hopkinton. They've got a break here, but Ashland had numbers.
Push from behind. Was he in the box?
Yeah, a push or a trip. We'll see what gets called here. Potential penalty kick.
Yeah, that's Andrew Bilabrzewski.
Yep, they are lining up for a penalty kick here, Rob.
Penalty kick or free? Not a penalty kick.
Is this is direct, right?
I believe so. Yeah, just outside the box, actually. I see with the binoculars.
Hit right into that wall. Flynn grabbed it. Got it on the second effort. So big stop there for the Clockers. We're under 4 minutes to go in the first half. This ball's out of midfield. Good battle there. That's Costa putting on the pressure. But again, he's just completely outnumbered out there. Silva for a moment, but Hopkinton just grabs it, back passes, controls.
Nice little deke by Mick. Tries to get up to
Tried to thread the needle past Dentino, but he was equal to it. Back to Dentino. Looking down the near side. Centering pass, a little give and go with Costa there. Costa and Silva.
McCann chases it down and gets bumped.
Got the whistle. It'll be Hopkinton ball.
That's Declan Mick, one of the captains for Hopkinton, booting it up the field.
Yeah. Had 3 players go up for that one, and all of them missed it. There's a rare misplay by Hopkinton. Yeah. Little touch pass is just a little soft. Ramsey looking for some help. Gonna kick it all the way back to Flynn. Flynn will kick it all the way back up. Ramsey takes a hard shot in the back.
Yeah, Samaga.
Quick kick here.
Welcome to the big leagues.
Ramsey logged a lot of minutes as a freshman last year. Trying to set something up here on the far side. In on net. Quick kick by Costa. A little fancy. Tried to keep in. So that was Matt Silva trying to keep it in. Just, again, a little too far.
So we're ticking down to the 2 minutes where they will just keep time on the field, correct?
I believe so, yep. Clock stops at 2 minutes.
Very astute scorekeeper, clock keeper.
Yep. People running the clock doing a great job tonight. Okay, Silva looking to set something up here. Double teamed. Hopkinton forces the turnover. Over midfield now, trying to line it up. Wow. A bit of a collision.
It's okay, Hunter, nice job.
That's Samaga.
Good step.
For Hopkinton.
Good step up.
Clockers control it.
Splits the defense, but all the way down to the goalkeep. Big boot will clear midfield. Carlos tries to line it up again. He's got a height mismatch there. Got three Clockers in the vicinity there. Working it down the far side. Back outside. Back to the middle, I should say. Hopkinton forces its way over here toward the near side now. Just again, back pass, control the tempo. Set things up.
Boschman to McCann, and
Dentino tries to feed Silva. I guess Silva's been working hard. He looks overheated out there.
oh, pay attention. Orion sneaking in from behind.
MJ with a dangerous pass right up the middle, but Clocker's able to make the play. Bailey Fong feeds it over to Dentino, has his kick blocked, but Dentino recovers. Hunter Meggs now, back pass to MJ. MJ sends it over to the far side. Again, under 2 minutes to go here in the half. Misplayed there on the far side. Still controlled by the Clockers. Give and go. Ramsey has it. Feeds it down the far side. We got a foot race. Hopkinton player slipped, and
That could be the half.
that's the half. What a way to end the half there. So again, Clockers, kind of a step behind most of the half, and then just a few seconds short at the half. So, Rob, we'll be taking a quick break momentarily. We've got 0-0 here at the half between the Clockers and the Hopkinton Hillers. Any thoughts what we should look ahead here in the second half?
I'd like a little more action.
A few more shots on goal?
Yeah, I think they need to change the rules, like make one team play shorthanded for 5 minutes at a time and go back and forth.
Well, clearly we are picking the wrong games to announce since the Clockers are coming off a 7-1 win last Thursday over Norwood. I was really hoping to see that kind of scoring here tonight. So hopefully
Yeah, how many shots on goal each team?
I just have the score. I don't know shots on goal.
But I'm saying, educated guess, maybe 2, and of quality 1.
Oh, for tonight?
Yeah, for tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. I thought you were asking about the other game.
No.
Yeah, tonight,
No.
yeah, maybe 2 shots on goal.
Yeah, and they're both teams are playing well. I'm not knocking them.
Of course.
That's what you
it's a
do,
defensive battle here tonight.
Yeah, you need 1 point. Just try and make it into playoffs. Then you turn it on. So.
Okay, so with that, let's take a quick break here. We'll catch you back here momentarily for second half action at Walker Field. You're watching Ashland High School Boys Soccer on WACA-TV. Well, I feel like they started the second half early, Rob. We're already underway, 40 minutes on the clock. We're already ticking down. If you're just joining us, we're just starting the second half of Ashland Hopkinton Boys Soccer here on WACA-TV. Josh Abrams, Rob Silver on the call. 0-0. In case you're just joining us here, it's an exciting first half. If you're a fan of defense.
Very well put, Josh. Very well put.
Thank you. Not a lot of shots on goal for either team, but on that statistic, Hopkinton definitely had the lead on shots on goal, offensive opportunities. We'll see if the Clockers can turn the tables here in the second half, take advantage of their speed.
What do you think of that? What do you think of my idea? So maybe not just randomly taking players out to make it more exciting, but what if they had penalties like in hockey? Instead of this little yellow card, you know.
So you're saying instead of just stopping the play and giving the ball to the other team, take them off for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, not the rest of the game like a red card would be.
Right.
Oh, there's a shot on net.
Flynn read it all the way. A little bit of a hop, probably didn't need it, but made the play. Nice save.
That's their. That's Aaron Feenstra in net now for.
Oh, it is.
Clockers.
Thank you. Good call. Good call. Yeah. Feenstra, another player I remember from his Little League days from youth soccer.
Okay. That's for you. Nope.
Good deflection there by the fans in the first row. Hopkinton quickly gets the ball out. A lot of action here on the near side. Got a lot of Clockers. Got a handball called.
Yeah. Seeing all these people that I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're watching tonight, if you're going to be at a future game, don't be afraid to come over, say hi. It's okay, even if we're in the middle of a broadcast. We can
say hi to Josh. I'm not a people person, really. Just don't bother me, unless you have candy.
I know you're kidding, Rob. You're certainly a legend in this community. More people know you than me.
No, for now. All right. Tries to hook it in there.
Yeah. Just wide, long side.
Peter DeMichelle, one of the Hiller captains.
Mm-hmm. Another great opportunity for the Hillers. Ball's loose in the goal mouth. Controlled once again here by the Clockers. Carlos tries to pass up to Ramsey, but it's knocked aside by the Hillers.
It's Dylan Michaud.
Good pressure quickly by the Hillers, and that height continues to favor the Hillers.
17 Samaga for Hopkinton plays a physical game. Got called once in the first half.
Hillers just putting on a clinic with ball movement right now.
Hatherley's taking it outside. Samaga from behind, and now the Clockers have a chance for 2 seconds. And
once again, that back line just almost like magnets. Get to the ball, get it out.
All right, Hunter, nice job.
Here's another turnover, a little physical there by the Hillers, and Clockers will get it.
Yeah, number 21 for the Hillers, one of the anchors on the defense, that Bill Brzelski, has played a solid game. Actually, both defenses, when it's 0-0, you can't,
can't
say
fault
too
any.
much negative. Love the orange cleats by Samaga.
Those are
First of
day-glow
all,
orange.
because they're orange, but also you can pick him up. You know who he is, no matter where he is on the field.
The Clockers trying to make something happen on the far side, but Hillers equal to the task. Ball gets headed out of bounds.
Into the lower field.
Yep, somehow stays Hiller ball here as they throw it down the far sideline and have control. Kicking it back up top. Here's a high shot arcing in toward the net. Fincher leaps up and grabs it. Quick feed up to Ramsey on the near side. He'll come flying down. He's looking, forcing it way ahead now to Costa. Gets tied up one-on-one, but it's going to deflect off Costa. Now, they're going to say it's...
Yeah, I think that's the right call.
Okay. So Ramsey inbounds to Philippe. But Hopkinton forces another turnover, and they're flying down the near side now. Carlos is closest to him.
Michaud tipping it up to himself.
I think Noah Ramsey was trying to deflect it off a Hopkinton player and out of bounds, but the ball stays in. Hopkinton controls. Knocked aside by the Ashland defense, but not out of trouble. Good pressure there on the far side by Matt Silva. Forced the turnover. Now it's forced further up the far side, but of course Hopkinton defense, the first one there, they'll just kick it harmlessly out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know what the answer is, but clearing it up the field when you have 1-on-3 just doesn't seem like the answer.
Yeah, I was talking to Jeremy Ramsey during the half, father of Noah Ramsey, of course, and Jeremy certainly a lot of experience as a youth soccer coach, among other sports, and he felt that this team, one of the advantages it has over last year's edition of the Clocker Club was, you see what I did there, Clocker Club, is speed. A lot of speed on this team, and again, still kind of finding their way early here in the season, but if they can just find a way to take their speed as an advantage over the Hopkinton height, they could make something happen on offense. But again, to your point, have not been able to crack that back line yet so far. Hopkinton will get a throw in here on the far side. Long pass. There's going to be a shot on net. Blocked aside, and then second effort way out of bounds. So again, those offensive opportunities continue to favor the Hillers.
Yeah, as speedy as the Clockers are, Hopkinton seems to be right with them in most of the foot races. Chasing down any errant balls, but... So here we go again, 1-on-3.
Exactly.
And the 3 win. Oh.
Going to call that one on all the way.
A little frustration.
Yeah, a lot of contact down there, but it was initiated by the Clockers, the right call.
That is number 11, I believe, for the Clockers.
So that would be Matt Silva.
No relation to Rob Silver.
Correct. Speaking of that, I got the suggestion that we should be referring to this as Clocka Saka. No?
That's your thing.
How's it my thing? I don't have the New England accent.
Well, you're out there socializing with people and taking comments and suggestions. I just want to see less people on the field. Let's play 3-on-3. Clear it at the 30-yard line.
Why don't you just play half field?
Yeah.
Make the nets
That's what I'm
bigger.
saying, right.
Make the nets bigger.
Wow. There's a
No whistle there as MJ Flynn collided with a Hopkinton player, and he went sprawling looking for the whistle. Didn't get it. Hopkinton ends up with the ball as a throw-in on the far side.
all right. If that's how they're going to call the game.
By the way, Rob, I got a bag of dead batteries if you want it. No charge.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my God.
Here's an opportunity again for the Hillers in the box. Going to get a left foot shot off, and it beats Feaster for the goal.
That was Dylan Michaud, one of the senior captains also for the Hillers.
Clockers have been living dangerously all night, Rob, and finally the Hillers connected.
Nice hard shot with the left foot.
Yep, so
just getting around the Clocker defense.
about the 31.5-minute mark of the second half as the Hillers take a 1-0 lead over the Clockers here at Walker Field.
I did want more offense, but preferably by the other team, not Hopkinton.
Yep. It's kind of like at the blackjack table. You've got to specify what you want. You got to be very specific so the dealer knows. You want more scoring, you got to say, I want more Ashland scoring. So let's see what the Clockers, if Clockers can answer back. Clockers send it into the Hopkinton half, but out of bounds here by the Hillers. They'll get an offensive
Where's the ball
zone.
boy? All right.
Throw in
not
here.
needed.
Right?
He was right there. He was right there.
So Keegan Kelly here to Andre Costa, but the Hillers force the turnover.
Michaud, the goal scorer.
Onto the foot of Costa momentarily, but the Hillers knock it aside and into the Ashland end, out of bounds. Throw in for the Clockers on the far side. You know, there is nothing soft about this Hopkinton defense, Rob. They are tight man-to-man. So here's Kelly looking for a break on the near side. Can't get it past the second defender. Second effort, he's able to do it. Costa, late break there. Couldn't quite get there in time, but onto a teammate. That was Manny Ballone. Another great effort here by Philippe. They just cannot crack that Hopkinton defense. Hillers send it out of bounds. It'll be a Clocker throw-in on the far side, right around midfield. Hillers playing with a lot of confidence here.
Yeah, they are. Clockers, just seems like every time the ball's in a spot, there's one Clocker and four Hillers, and the Clockers can't take advantage of it. They can't get the ball to the open person and create anything.
Yeah, their presence, it just makes it feel like the Clockers are constantly playing short-handed.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Another throw-in here on the far side for the Clockers. It's a long throw-in, headed out of bounds by the Hillers. So the Clockers slowly marching their way down the far side. They're down to about the 10 or 15-yard line now on the football field. Played sloppily here by the Hiller defense. It's going to lead to a Clocker corner kick, I believe the first one of the night here for Ashland. And it looks like Keegan Kelly is heading in there to take it.
That's number 2. You are correct, Keegan Kelly.
Okay, and I'm watching number 19, Hunter Miggs, coming way down low here. The Clockers only have one man back. I believe it's Carlos. Here's the play. The ball's into the box, clears through a lot of people. It's loose. Got a whistle before that last shot attempt. Going to call it.
Might have been offsides.
No, he's pointing at his arm. I think they're calling a handball.
Huh. I didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, there were a lot of bodies in the box.
I
one of the best
binoculars,
opportunities of the night here for the Clockers.
That was Mark Flynn with the attempt at the acrobatic bicycle kick.
Oh, MJ. Yeah, MJ Flynn. Yep.
Any other nicknames I should know
I was getting
about?
confused about with Michael Flynn, the
okay.
the first half goalie. Keeper.
Yeah.
So Clocker's on the move now. Oh, just one man to beat, couldn't get it. Second effort here by
Now,
by Andre Costa, but no good here. Ball's just bouncing back and forth between the two teams.
I don't pretend to be an expert. I get tired just watching them. But if you're going to play that type of, nice spacing, you got to make quick passes.
Right.